Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We got this Pontiac Vibe in the shop, and the Pontiac Vibe may be the most reliable Pontiac that Pontiac ever produced, even though it wasn't a Pontiac. That's a tongue twister.
I cannot really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you.
So anyway, if you know anything about these Pontiac Vibes, these are actually Toyota Matrixes, which were rebranded as Pontiacs. And oddly enough, these are great cars. Pontiac, yeah, they made some cool stuff throughout the years, the Trans Ams, the Fieros, if you're into that, but they were never really known for their reliability, being as most of the cars they created were disposable throwaway cars that you see high school and college girls driving. Think of the Grand Am. How many of those do you see on the road nowadays? The Grand Prix were everywhere, and now you don't see too many of those either, because they were junk, quite frankly. Now, this Pontiac Vibe has some issues. It is in because the transmission is slipping and the motor is knocking. Now, that being said, this thing has 220,000 miles on it. It's all-wheel drive. They're great cars because with the name Pontiac plastered on the front of it, nobody paid that much for these things, so a Matrix would actually go for more money, but the Pontiac Vibe is actually a really good car. It's a Toyota with a Pontiac skin on it. If you look right there, you can see my makeshift engine table. So the idea is we're going to drop the entire cradle and motor and transmission as one unit, and then we can work from there. I already got a JDM motor to throw in this thing, as well as a used transmission with supposedly 30,000 miles on it. So we'll get into that, but let's get started tearing into this and see how bad this project's going to be. A couple things I did want to share with you guys before we get into digging into this Vibe. Yesterday I was working on a Honda Civic, and I've never seen this before. You might have seen the short already, but there were actually bird's eggs under the hood. So you got a Honda Civic in the shop. Go and pop the hood. You know, I've seen a raccoon under the hood of a car, but never this. Where's Mama? I felt kind of bad. Mama wasn't anywhere to be found, but you know, what do you do? I just left him alone. The other thing that I wanted to mention really fast was really kind of just a cool thing that gave me a little more faith in humanity again. So, transmission jack is over there with the transmission for this Pontiac Vibe on it, and I had a buddy of mine, Rick, you've seen him on the channel. He called me and asked if one of his friends could rent my transmission jack because his pickup puked out the transmission. And I said he doesn't have to rent it, man. Just, I don't know the guy, but have him call me, and he's more than welcome to come over and use it. I'll just need it back in a couple days. So the guy texts me, we get him the jack, and then I get home and he called me, I wasn't around, and he said, can I just put it up by the garage? I said, sure. So I put the transmission jack in the garage, and I wander over to my mailbox, and I find this inside. Little thank you note, you can see that, and then $20 bill for letting me use the jack. So this is how people should be, you know. I didn't know the guy at all. It was a friend of mine, and just really cool. He didn't have to do this, but if you're watching this, thank you. I appreciate it. More people in the world should be like this, you guys. Treat other people well, help them out, scratch their back, they're gonna scratch your back. So let's get on to the Pontiac Vibe. Okay, so we are just working on getting some of the small stuff disconnected, some of the vacuum lines, get the airbox out of here. And I can assure you right now that this smells absolutely terrible. You can see we're obviously going to have to get a new air filter. There was a family living in there. Get this battery tray out of the way just so you can see these are relatively simple. I can already see a lot more than I did in the VW that we previously worked on. Like I said, the whole plan is to get most of these accessories, the wire harness, the AC compressor, we're just going to hang out of the way so we don't have to evac it. But I want to get all of this little stuff out of the way, get all the harnesses off, and then we're just going to try to drop the entire thing out the bottom. So I'm just going to keep plugging away on this, and I'll get back to you guys when we're ready to drop it. All right, so you can see we got everything pretty much disconnected. The cradle bolts are loose underneath. Where did I put that? You can see this. We showed you that, snapped off in there, soaked them overnight, heated it. That thing just wasn't going to stay together. So we're gonna have to drill that out once we get this out of here. So we got the cart underneath the engine. And one last problem we're having, you can see where the transmission shifter cable is. There's a clip in here, and usually you just unbolt it. You can see a spot there and there for the bolts. They're behind here, and they are so rusted out that even a pound-on socket won't get them off of there. So I have to try to get this clip out, which is proving to be a challenge. It is seized in here. So I don't know how well we're gonna be able to film this, but I'm gonna cut this off and get this clip out here, get this out. Then we can lift up the car and get this thing out of here. Well, there you have it, boys and girls. One casualty: I forgot to disconnect the high pressure power steering line. That leak is actually from the low pressure. The hose just popped off because it's rubber. The high pressure side was completely rusted out, so I ended up having to cut it off. We'll have to replace it anyway. Let's get this thing out of here. All right, you guys, so there you have it. I'm gonna flip you around so you can see our rickety little cart that we got designed here. But we got the motor, cradle, and transmission out of the Pontiac Vibe. You can see it up there. This went relatively smoothly, and I know I didn't make like a full video on it, but if you remember that VW that we worked on previously, it's just amazing to me that something like this repair can go as smooth as it did, and then something like that VW rear main seal, which was arguably a smaller job. It's just the way the stuff's designed. You know, Toyota does a pretty good job of making things pretty simple. This is an all-wheel drive model, so there was a little bit more to take apart. We're gonna have to transfer the differential, but I'm gonna flip you around, just show you the cart and kind of up inside underneath the car, just so you can see kind of what this process is and how I do it. All right, so here's the motor, transmission, and the cradle of the Pontiac Vibe. We got the axle still in it, control arms, all that stuff can drop right out of the car. It makes it a lot easier to work on this. Then we got this cart that we made here. The cheapest engine table I found online was almost 400 bucks, and I made this for about $20. This is a 1,000-pound Harbor Freight dolly for furniture, stuff like that. I've unloaded a 54-inch toolbox on this thing, so I knew it was pretty strong. I ended up leg bolting these chunks onto the bottom here, and then I just screwed everything else together with wood screws. Kind of made it so it would fit this car. Obviously, other cars you could unscrew it and readjust. But yeah, so I'm really happy that that worked. It actually worked really well. And now I'm on wheels, so I could roll it out from under the car. Everything else is going to be a cakewalk. We go up over here. You can see there is the engine harness. The exhaust actually surprisingly came apart pretty easily. And then if you look way up in there, you can see the steering rack is actually still up in there. And I did that for a specific reason. So I just wired the tie rod ends up to the shock there, left all that up in the car. And I did that because if you look way up there, you can't see it right now, but where the steering shaft attaches to the rack itself, it's a pain in the butt to get those things off, and more often than not, they're pretty seized. You can see the new motor and transmission over there by the wood stove. So yeah, this project actually went pretty smoothly. There is really not that much to take off as far as wiring goes and stuff like that. That is pretty straightforward. Next, what we're gonna do is I'm just out here and we're just gonna kind of check all of these pulleys, tensioners. The water pump is going to get replaced. A lot of this stuff we can address now because we have to swap all of this stuff over to our new motor. So things like intake gaskets, the thermostat, all this little stuff, it's just gonna be more cost effective to put it brand new onto the engine, because while we got a JDM motor, it is bare, you know, so all the accessories have to be swapped over. We'll check out all of these vacuum lines and coolant hoses and stuff like that and make sure everything is good to go. All right, guys, so that is kind of what I have for you so far on this Pontiac Vibe project. I'm going to bring you another video as we transfer the new transmission and the new motor onto this cradle. And then obviously when we put it back in the car, we'll get you some shots of that stuff. This is some of my favorite stuff to do because you can physically see your progress. Like when I lifted the car off and I had this whole assembly down, I just felt really good about it. You know, I got it done. So if you enjoyed today's video, drop me a comment down below. Like and subscribe if you have not already. As always, I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you very soon.